What's up, guys? Welcome back to DIY Makes Sense. My name is Regina, and I recently hung a television on the wall. I've done this a number of times. I'm going to step you guys through the entire process. I'm also going to share a tip with you guys on how I find a stud in the wall. If you're interested, you know what? Y'all interested because y'all clicked on the video. So let's get started. So here are the materials I used for this project. Of course, the TV wall mount, which comes with all the hardware you're going to need, a drill, a socket wrench, screwdriver, toggle bolts. There are other things out there that you can use, but I had these on hand, so it worked out perfect for me. A level and a pencil. So I'm in my den, and I want to show you guys really quickly how I find a stud in the wall. Look. That right there is not a bug, it's a magnet. Let me show y'all. So when trying to locate a stud, the first thing I do is look for imperfections in my wall. Maybe a bump, a bulge, or a plus or an X symbol. That's your screw head. So in this wall, I have 2 bulges. That's likely where the screws are. Let's test it out. Here is one of those little bulges, and the magnet is attracted to the metal in that screw. There is your stud. So let's try to find the next stud. Studs are normally 16 inches on center apart from each other. Let me go down this wall and try to find the next stud. Now here you will see I am clearly going beyond 16 inches. Not to say there isn't a stud within the middle of this space. Maybe the screw is just in a different area. Now, although I've tried other tricks on finding studs in the wall, this right here is my go-to method. Now let's get back to mounting this TV. All right, so here's the wall I plan to hang the TV on. So I've already found the studs. I'm just going to mark them using the level. That screw should be right in the center of that stud, so that's where I'm going to place my level and draw my line so I know where to drill later. Here is my wall plate. Let's see if this thing matches up with those studs I've found in the wall. And of course it doesn't. My studs are not 16 inches on center apart. That's the reason. If I had a longer wall plate, this would not be a big deal. But because my studs are not 16 inches on center apart, now I need to make this work. And that's exactly what I'm fitting to do. So one side of this wall plate will be secured into the stud on the right. The other side of this wall plate will get secured directly to the drywall itself with toggle bolts. Here is a close-up of my markings. Time to drill. Hold up. Safety first. Don't play with me. Now, as I drill into this wall, you can feel a resistance. You will feel that the stud is in there. Now is the time to give yourself a pat on the back because the stud is in the exact place we thought it was. So on this left side, there ain't no stud over there. So to avoid plunging this drill into the wall, be mindful of the pressure you're putting behind this drill to make these holes. So at this point, I'm inserting the drywall anchors, only using 2 of them on the right side where the studs are. So when I screwed in this first bolt on the right side, I completely forgot to put the washer on. I did end up doing that later on. And I put this bolt in first because what I really want to do is work on the left side with the toggle bolts. Those things are really tricky, and this bolt on the right is really another set of hands for me. So here are the toggle bolts. I'm going to attach these to the wall plate first, and I'll briefly explain how they work. Here is a close-up of the toggle bolts. Now I know some of y'all was cussing me out because y'all couldn't see, but don't worry, I got you. So the toggle bolt has 2 wings. You're going to squeeze both of those wings together, insert it through the hole, and once it gets on the other side, it pops back open. You're going to screw the screw in, and at first it's going to feel like nothing is happening. But once it gets secure, those 2 wings are going to brace up against the drywall and hold the screw in place. After pushing both toggle bolts into the wall, here is what everything is looking like. Now it's time to tighten everything up. That bottom right bolt got done as well, just off camera. So if you've never worked with toggle bolts, I have a really great tip. Do not over tighten the screw. Once it gets to the point where it's really tight and secure against the wall, leave it alone, because if you go to further tighten it, what's going to happen, the screw is actually going to reverse itself out of the wing and it's going to fall apart. You do not want that to happen. So once it gets really tight and secure to the wall, stop. Now I just want to show y'all how secure this thing is on the wall. This thing ain't going nowhere. So here I am simply attaching the brackets to the back of the TV with the screws that are included in the kit. Now, 10 times out of 10, there's going to be a screw in that kit that fits your TV. You just may have to play around with it a little bit. And while we're talking about the TV mount has weight limits. If you got a big old 122-inch TV, this little pipsqueak TV mount that I got ain't gonna work for you. So make sure you keep that in mind. And if you don't know how much your television weighs, it'll be listed somewhere on the back. My TV weighs 30 pounds, I think, in case anyone was interested. So how much did I save doing this project myself? Well, in my area, professionals are charging anywhere from $75 all the way up to $250. But to be honest with you, it all is really going to depend on what type of TV that you have and what services that you're looking to get. See that little screw? Well, there's one on either side. And now that the TV is mounted, once I screw these screws, they're going to grab hold of the wall mount and lock this TV into place. Although these screws are a little difficult to get to, you do not want to miss this step. In the event you bump into this TV the wrong way, or God forbid an earthquake, you don't want this TV to fall off the wall. So do not skip this step. And with that, I am done. Yeah, it's still hanging there. Ain't going nowhere. Y'all can do this. This is a 36-inch. Anything like much bigger than this, you're gonna definitely need some help. But the process of hanging like the support bracket and all that on the wall is the same. Ain't nothing different. Y'all can hang a television. Don't be so intimidated. It's definitely doable. I did it. What? Y'all can do it too. Y'all can do it too. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate every single one of y'all. I will catch y'all in the next one. Bye.